Hey guys, it's Mist here again for another video today, and we are back with our Operation Get Ovi Cup franchise mode, and of course this series may be completely irrelevant in a week's time, and obviously the series could end, say Ovi and the Capitals do win the Stanley Cup in real life this season against the Vegas Golden Knights, of course. Game 2 is tonight, which I'm super pumped for. Hopefully I'll be able to watch the entire game, though, tonight. Wasn't able to watch the entire game one. So, yeah, but we are here for the playoffs in the 2019-2020 season. So, year number 3, technically. And I'm pretty excited because we are here to face the Ottawa Senators, who I believe we have yet to face in the playoffs in this series. So, now, year number 3, like I said, let's go and check out what this team looks like, and then I'll give you guys a quick update on our team as well. No, don't want to do that. Let's go all the way down to the OTT, and let's look at what this team looks like. Okay. Interesting lineup here. Alright, well, let's take a look at this. So we have a top line of Mike Hoffman, who was listed as a second liner. Crazy. He had 75 points this season, having 36 goals. Second time he's ever broke 30 goals in his career, so that's nice to see. Both of them have been in this sim, though. Colin White is the first line center. He had 40 goals this season and 69 points for him. That is a new career high in goals and points for Colin White. Marian Gaborik also on that top line for some reason, or for some reason, I don't know why he's on that top line, but he had 47 points and 16 goals. So that top line did very good goal scoring. Now, second line, Artemi Panarin, who's listed as a first liner, Logan Brown is listed as a third liner, and Mark Stone, who's listed as a first liner. Quite crazy to see. Panarin had 76 points this season. Very good. 27 goals from him. First time in his career that he did not surpass 30 goals. Interesting to see. Logan Brown, he had 66 points. Pretty good playmaker. 54 assists there. And Mark Stone had 71 points. He had 25 goals throughout the regular season as well. So, pretty good second line. We now have a third line of Scott Hartnell, who had 29 points this season, with Nick Cousins, 32 points, and Patrick Eaves, 25 points. So a pretty good third line, not a great one, though. And then their fourth line consists of Alex Burrows with Nick Shore and Pontus Aberg. All right, Pontus Aberg had 58 points in the AHL last season. Is that 31 goals in the NHL? No, it's not. Okay, that was very concerning to see for a sec. But, yikes. Let's head over to the defense. Thomas Chabot on the top pair with Erik Karlsson. He had 58 points this season. So Chabot up to a 90 overall, while Karlsson is a 95 overall. He had 77 points this season. Absolutely unreal. Was a plus 38. He could be winning the Norris this season. The second pair consists of Ville Polka with Cody Ceci. All right, well, not a bad second pair. Ville Polka's kind of weak for a second pair defenseman, but Ceci's a good top four defenseman. And then their third pair is Andreas Anglund, who's listed as a minor top two, and then Michael Stone, listed as a depth defenseman. All right, very interesting to see. As for the goaltenders, they have Cam Talbot, who's now 32 years old, and Craig Anderson, who is now the backup goalie in Ottawa, who is 38 years old. So, very, very interesting to see. Scratch players, they have Pajot and Chlopik. Scratch. Why Chlopik is not in the lineup, I do not know, but I guess it helps us out. That's for sure. Let's go and check out the injury report really quickly, just see. Maybe they have players injured. I don't think they do, though, since they didn't show any there. So let's go look. Yeah, no, okay. So, yeah. We obviously don't have any injuries either. I don't think we've had an injury in this series yet. And injuries are on, believe it or not. So, let's look at our team. So, I would say our top line is better than their top line. Second line, though, I'd say maybe they have the advantage for that second line. Third line, I'd say we have an advantage, and fourth line, I'd say we have an advantage as well. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Top two, I'd say the advantage goes to them, unfortunately. Although our top four, or our second pair, way better than their second pair. Johansson is better than both the players on the second pair over there in Ottawa, and plus we have Juice, who's even better than Johansson. Then on the third pair, we have Nudivara and Sigonthaler, who are both better than their bottom pair their bottom defensive pairing as well. And in net as our starter, we have Braden Holtby, who is also better than their starter. Our backup is also better than their starter, and the same overall as they're better than their backup and the same overall as their starter. Now, Holtby didn't have a great season this season throughout the regular season, so hopefully I just said season so many times, so hopefully he has a better postseason, and might as well say it again, right? Alright, so 933 save percentage last season for Braden Holtby in the postseason. In the playoffs, Jesus, I gotta stop saying postseason, guys. Wow, Holtby's honestly been such a freaking beast. Unfreaking real. Alright, well, let's head into this, boys. Let's see how good we do throughout the playoffs this season. So, like I said I showed you guys our team. You guys are 100% up to date with what everything looks like. So let's get game number one underway. We have home ice advantage throughout the series. Let's see if that will help us in any way. So first period of game number one. Okay, not great. 3-1 in favor of Ottawa. So we opened up the scoring, having Oliver Ekman-Larsson with the opening goal, and a very weird angle for where a defenseman is, but whatever. We got the first goal of the game. Can I really complain? Not really. But then Colin White answers back with 2 goals for him. So, yeah, 2-1 lead there for the Senators, and then a late goal from Nick Shore gives the Senators a 3-1 lead after the first 20 minutes of play. We are outshooting them 14-12, but that first period definitely was not ours, especially not on the scoreboard at least. So let's now sim the second period. Hopefully we can get 3 goals this time. Let's see. Alright, so we didn't get 3 goals, but we did get the only goal of the period, and Philip Zadina was the one who scored that goal. We are still out shooting them as well. Each team had 10 shots that period. Alright, so an even period in shots, and we did better technically, I guess, since we had the goal. 3-2 for Ottawa as we head into the third period of game number one. Like I said, we're still out shooting them, which is nice to see. And if you guys are new to the series and new to the channel, we will slow sim the third period. We had an early power play opportunity, but we were unable to score on that. And another one, and again, we were unable to score. Then they had a power play. We killed it off. We're now coming down to the last 5 minutes of the period, and is not looking good for your Capitals so far. A minute to go, and that will be it for game number one. 33 shots for Ottawa, and that first period was the death of us. 40 shots and 37 saves for Cam Talbot. 35 saves for Cam Talbot. Yeah, 35, sorry, yeah. Wait, what? Cam Talbot had 35 saves. We scored twice, and we shot against him 40 times. So I'm assuming Craig Anderson went in. He must have. He must have went in for Cam Fowler. Not Cam Fowler. Jesus, Cam Talbot. Sorry. All right. Well, let's go and look at that just to see. Did Talbot get injured? Let's go and see. Just out of curiosity. Ottawa goaltenders. Talbot did not get injured, but like I said, Anderson went in for 3 saves. Alright, my bad then, guys. That's weird. That's very interesting to see. Alright, so game number one was not a great one. Only 1 point for Ekman-Larsson, and he's tied with someone else. Tied with... Who was the other goal scorer for us? Zadina in points. for 1 goal. And yeah, like I said, game 1 definitely was not too great from us, but we sim game number 2 now, and we'll hopefully have more goals than just 2 this time. First period of game number 2. Alright, so no goals allowed this time in the first. And again, for the second straight first period, we have outshot them, this time 13-12 instead of 14-12. Interesting. But yeah, not much to say about that period. We're out shooting them. Tie game heading into the second. Let's see how that goes. Second period now. And Valeri Nichushkin with the only goal of the period. So this is the second straight, second period where we have gotten the only goal of the period. Nice to see that. Of course, 1-0 as we head into the third with the lead on the scoreboard and in the shot category, outshooting them 23-18. Let's go. We'll slow sim the third. Can we hold on to the lead or add on to it? Let's find out. 15 minutes remaining in the third. We have a power play opportunity. Unable to convert. I was going to say score or convert, and then it just kind of went to scorevert. And Ryan McInnes with a goal from a very poor angle on Cam Talbot. Mike Hoffman, though, with 52 seconds left, makes it a 1-goal game, but it is okay. Braden Holtby with a 26 save performance, and to be fair, Cam Talbot did wicked again. 41 saves for him. Alright, Ryan McInnes with that game winner. Very nice to see. Very, very nice to see. And we tied up the series, so home ice didn't mean all that much for us, unfortunately. It would have been much better if we could have won both games on home ice, but unfortunately we were unable to. Where am I scouting right now? Are we finished? We are not. We are almost finished, though. We've got the National League to do, and then we'll be heading into or back to where we have already been. So let's see. Backstrom now leading our team in points with 2 assists. Nice. All right. Well, let's sim through game number 3 now. This time in Ottawa, of course, and we'll see how we do. First period of game number 3 in Ottawa. Let's see. Ottawa with the opening goal of the game. Braden Holtby led in a shot from Pontus Aberg. And yeah, 1-0 lead for Ottawa as we head to the second period. Down on the scoreboard and down on the shot category. We only got 5 shots that first period, which is extremely low. Yeah, that was not a great first period. Yeah, there's not much to say about that, I guess, really, apart from the fact that we did not do good and Ottawa did. So, second period now, and we have tied the game. Jakub Vrana, with 1 second to go, ties the game in the second period, and for the third straight second period, we have scored the only goal of the period. Very nice to see. I mean, if that continues, who knows what could happen, but we need more goals than just 1 goal from in the second period. Now, we actually outshot them that period 8-7. But we're still getting outshot. Ottawa 18-13. No, sorry, shots were even at 8 apiece. My bad. But yeah, 1-1 as we head to the third. Let's slow sim the third. And we have an early power play opportunity, and Lucas Johansson on that power play scored a goal in the slot, so must have just walked in and took a big wrister. Maybe a big clap bomb. I don't know. You guys tell me. We come down to the last 5 minutes. Never mind. Logan Brown ties the game. We have another power play opportunity, and John Carlson, another goal from our defenseman, and Andre Burakovsky with an empty netter to seal the game for us. All right, a crazy end to the third period there. Logan Brown ties the game with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Then John Carlson on a power play goal gives us the lead just a few minutes later, around just under 3 minutes later after Brown's goal. And then Burakovsky, under a minute to go, gives us the empty netter. So shots were 26-26. So to be fair, that game was a pretty even one. Vrana, Burakovsky both with a goal and an assist, and Carlson with the game-winning goal, of course. Very awesome to see. And we have now taken a 2-1 series lead as we head to game number 4, again, which will be in Ottawa. Backstrom still leading our team in points with 3 assists. Interesting. I have not seen anything from Ovi yet. I don't know if he has any assists, but he has not scored. So let's see if he can get that done in this game then. First period of game number 4. Like I said, in Ottawa. How's she going? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, obviously wicked because we're out shooting them 16-5 after the first 20 minutes of play, but we also couldn't get a goal. So, I don't know. I like that, but unfortunately we weren't able to get on the board. So we head to the second period tied at 0, but we are over tripling their shots right now. So let's go second period now, and for the first time in this series, there has not been a goal in the second period, and also for the first time in the series, Washington was unable to score in the second period. Yeah. Alright, we're still out shooting them quite heavily, 26-11, so that's nice to see. So I guess let's just get right into the third. We'll slow sim the third, and let's see what happens here, guys. Still a tie game, like I said. Who will get the first goal of the game as we come down to the last half of the third period? Colin White with the opening goal of the game, and Artemi Panarin then makes it 2. And Matt Puempel, though, gives us a one goal disadvantage, but unfortunately that one goal is too late, and 36-31 were the shots in favor of us. Wow. How many shots was that? Ottawa got, they were at 13, were they not? It's 18 shots for Ottawa that period. Is that correct? I'm going to go look at that, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 shots in that third period for the Ottawa Senators, which is not very good. And yeah, Cam Talbot has been pretty damn solid throughout this series, I'm not going to lie. And unfortunately, I also just realized that Ottawa has now tied up the series, and we head to game number 5 back in Washington, obviously with that series tied 2-2. So it's basically a best of 3 at this point. We'll see what happens there. Let's see who's leading the team in points. It is Ekman Larson and Backstrom with 3 points. Now, I want to see something really quickly. Has Ovi even gotten a point yet this game, or this series? He has 2 assists and is a -1. Backstrom 3 assists, and Nichushkin 1 goal. So that top line isn't doing great. Second line also not doing great. Third line not doing great. Fourth line not doing great. We have not got a lot of goals scored so far in this series. Our top pair is doing pretty good. To be fair, our second pair isn't doing all that bad either, but like I said, right now I would say the goaltending is what's keeping us in it. Holtby doing pretty damn solid if I say so myself, but the goal scoring is lacking. So you know what? Let's try some things here. Let's put Puempel on the third line with Burakovsky and Vrana. And we'll have Baptiste, McInnes, and Smith-Pelly on the fourth line. Have Ovechkin on the second line with Kuznetsov and Wheeler. And then Zadina, Backstrom, and Nichushkin will play on that top line together. As for the defense, I'm not going to change them up. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, why the hell not? Let's make those simple little line changes, and we'll see if we can get past these Ottawa Senators, guys. Let's sim game number 5 now, and we'll see if we are able to win this one and take a 3-2 series lead, or will Ottawa take a 3-2 series lead? Let's find out now. First period of game 5, and it is 3 goals for the Ottawa Senators in the first period. 3 goals on 11 shots. Holtby's stats, definitely not looking good now, that's for sure. Colin White and Logan Brown. So our top line, not doing good. They have to be at least a -2 in this game since they would be playing against Colin White. And Logan Brown scored, which is on the second line. And so our second line is a minus player, or our minus players as well right now. And to make it even worse, if that's not bad enough, our shot total is only 5 shots in 20 minutes of play. That is not good. That means a shot every 4 minutes, and that is just not good enough. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Fuck. Whatever. Second period now. Let's get back into it. We need at least 2 goals, and we need to keep them off the score sheet. Come on, Washington. Okay, did we ever keep them off the score sheet? And there's Ovechkin. Nice to see that second line show up. Jesus. 3 goals for that second line in the second period. Unfreaking real. Okay, so Kuznetsov, then Ovechkin, and then after Ovechkin's goal, literally 14 seconds later, Ryan McKinnon scored his second of the series, and then Ovi with another goal later in the period to give us the 4-3 lead as we head into the third period. With that lead, of course, we're still getting outshot though, 18-16, so not great, unfortunately, but let's move on to the third period. We will slow sim it, and Patrick Eaves, the first 50 seconds of the period, ties the game. We have a power play opportunity, unfortunately, unable to convert. Why was Patrick Eaves shooting from that far out, and why was he on the ice in the first minute of the game? A power play for Ottawa was killed off. Very good. Penalty killers. 2 minutes remaining. 1 minute remaining, and for the first time in this series, we will be going to overtime. Alright, well, let's sim the overtime period. We're still getting outshot, 27-26, unfortunately. But, yeah, let's go. We'll slow sim the overtime period, of course. Oh, man. Will it end early? No, it will not. Okay, so we've managed to get out of the first 5 minutes of the period, which sometimes is unlikely, as we come to the later half of this overtime period, but it doesn't matter anymore. The Ottawa Senators have won game number 5 and 37 shots for Ottawa, where we had 35. Unfortunately, though, that the 2 extra shots, I guess, that the Senators had really did help them out. Ovi was the first star with 2 goals and an assist. Okay, yeah, sure. Fuck. We're down 3-2 in this series, guys. This is not good. We now have to win Game 6. We have to win Game 6 and then force Game 7. Sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought there for a minute. So Ovi now point per game. Nice, a 3-point night, and he's point per game. So we head back to Ottawa for game number 6. Let's get it going, and we'll see what's happening in this game. Marian Gaborik took the first face-off of the game against Evgeny Kuznetsov. Let's see, guys. First period of game number 6. Will Washington be able to force a game 7? Let's find out now. No goals allowed in the first. All right, we're not out shooting them. The shots are tied at 10 on each side. Not much to say about that first period. We're tied on the shots. We're tied on the scoreboard. Second period now, and we score in the second period. Ryan McKinnon. What a freaking beast he has been with his 3rd goal of the series. 3rd goal in 6 games. We're not even done our 6th game yet either. Absolute beast Ryan McKinnon has been. So, 20-21 of the shots in favor of Ottawa, so they're out shooting us right now. Only by 1 shot, but we do have the lead. So we head to the third. Up by 1. We will slow sim the third. Will we be able to score on that power play? We will, and Alex Ovechkin off an awful angle scores. We have another power play, and Nicholas Backstrom basically on the opposite side, literally across the freaking boards from where Ovi scored. Two awful goals that Talbot let in there, but looking like it may be a... Wait for it, there we go. I was just waiting till after the game to say a 28th save shutout for Braden Holtby, his first shutout of the playoffs. Nice, boys. Nice, nice, nice. Ovi, the second star with a goal and an assist, so he has finally showed up to the playoffs here. He now has 7 points in 6 games, 5 points in the last 2 games, and we now have Game 7 of the first round of the playoffs, which is kind of scary. I didn't think it would take this long to get over Ottawa, and who knows, we may not even get over Ottawa. So every single Western Conference series is over. The most that was there was 6 games between Edmonton and Colorado, not Carolina. Over here in the East, we have 2 Game 7s, and the other one is between Boston and Tampa. All right, so let's sim through game number 7 now. Will your Capitals move on to the second round, or will we be eliminated in the first round? Let's see, first period of game 7. Let's go. No goals allowed in the first. We're getting outshot by Ottawa 11-7. All right. So, not a great first period, but to be fair, we haven't really been much of a first period team in this series, but it is where the second period, the second period is where your Capitals are on fire. So let's go, guys. Second period, feed off the energy at home. Let's go, second period, and of course, I had to say it. Of course I did. I had to say that the second period is where the Capitals play, and then of course Ottawa comes out for I think their third time. At least their third time in this series, where they have scored 3 goals in 1 period. Aberg and Stone's goals were 52 seconds apart from each other. Oh man, and we're now getting outshot even worse than what we were before. Now 27-17 are the shots. We head to the third, getting outshot heavily and getting outscored heavily. I don't see your Capitals coming back in this game 7, although Zadina with a goal 25 seconds into the period definitely does help, but I don't see it happening, guys. I'm assuming this season will be a short one in the postseason. Unfortunately, Colin White makes it 4-1, a 3-goal lead again in the last 7 minutes. It's not happening. Ovechkin scores 1, but it is too late. Unfortunately, he just makes his stats look a little bit better. And unfortunately, your Washington Capitals have been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Mark Stone, Colin White, and Erik Karlsson all with a goal and an assist. All of them had a hit, although Karlsson had 2. And your Washington Capitals have now been eliminated from the playoffs. And what can I do about it, guys? What can I do about it? Absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Although, if only Ovi could have showed up for the first half of the series, maybe we could have gotten over the Senators in the first round. But unfortunately, we were unable to, so yeah. That's just great, isn't it? No, Hershey didn't make the playoffs either, so our postseason is completely done, and next episode will be a draft episode. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did all enjoy, and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you guys all so much for watching once again, and like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.